welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Murrell and I'm a personal stylist for the everyday woman. So I've been a stylist now for over 20 years, and typically here on YouTube you'll see me dressing women of all different shapes and sizes live on the channel as part of our body shape masterclass series. But today it is the school holiday, which means routine just goes completely out of sync. We're an all-female led team, so there's just me in the studio today as well. So I thought I would just show you some mum outfits. So it doesn't have to be a mum, but just some casual outfits that you can just really easily throw on that still look stylish, but they're all made up of just jeans and a top, jeans and a cardigan, something on those lines, something that you can really easily replicate for yourself. Now I'm using the items that I've got here in the studio. Some of those pieces are a little bit more expensive, some are inexpensive. If I show you an expensive pair of jeans, I'll then put on the screen an equivalent pair, but for a better price for you, so that hopefully it satisfies both parts of my audience. Every time I show something less expensive, I get comments asking for a better quality, and when I show a better quality, I get comments asking for the other end. So this way, hopefully everybody is satisfied. And remember, these are just ideas to help you recreate from your own wardrobe. It's not about you going out and buying exactly the same item that I show, but it's about giving you inspiration to hopefully find these pieces that you've already got, and then nobody has to spend any money. Now, before we start, thank you. Last week I made a plea for people just to press that subscribe button, and as a lot of people pointed out, you don't need to put your email address in. You literally just need to press the subscribe button, because it really does help us out, and loads of you did so. So thank you very much. It really does make a huge difference. But back to today. So I was actually about to get changed to actually start presenting this. Usually I put on something that I'm going to start the video in. And then I thought, why am I getting changed? Because this is my everyday mum outfit. This is what I've been running around with the kids with this morning. So even though I've shown it before on the channel, I thought I would show it again. And particularly today because it's also in the sale. All I've got on is a Levi's jumpsuit. And right now I've got it on with just some pointed flat shoes, but I would typically wear this when I've got some Adidas trainers on, or maybe a Birkenstock or something on those lines. Now I know a lot of you struggle with a jumpsuit because of the whole going for a wee scenario. So yes, when you go for a wee, you have to sit there in your bra. But honestly, think about the pain of having to do that versus the pain of what am I going to wear today. This is done for you. All I have done is added in some jewellery, and I always tend to wear some quite chunky jewellery so that jewellery stands out, and I've chosen a pair of shoes. I don't have to do anything else whatsoever. So a little minor discomfort when you go to the toilet, I personally think is worth it to have an outfit that is just there for you. This was literally just on the back of my chair this morning, and had an early run with the kids, didn't have to think twice, and I've been in it for the rest of the day. This one is particularly good because inside the waistband it's actually got a tie, so you can pull that tie in, which means you can then bag the top over like that. Something to point out though, can you see I haven't actually got that button done up there? So what I've done instead is put a little pin underneath that button. If I was to do this button up, it becomes a little bit matronly on me and actually makes my boobs look a lot bigger. It also makes you look quite straight up and down through the torso. So when you open that button up a little bit lower than it's meant to be, but not so low that everything's hanging out, that helps to create more shape. So show a little bit of flesh if you're feeling straight up and straight down through that midsection, and that is going to help break the area up. But if I haven't managed to convince you, then just go double denim with separates. So these are one of my favourite pairs of jeans actually. These are from M&M. Now typically I find a wide leg cropped ankle grazer jean very hard to wear because I'm only 5'3" and a little bit, and I've got chunkier legs. So if you are shorter but you've got really slender legs, then it's easy to wear. But when you're quite chunky through the sort of hips here and the thigh area, cutting your legs off with a wide leg trouser can make you look shorter and wider, quite frankly. These jeans, however, I don't know if it's just the rise of them or whatever, but I feel a lot better in these. I think it helps as well when I wear a pointed shoe. If I wear a rounded shoe, then I look more rounded. Now, as you can see right now, I've just done this shirt up. This is a great shirt. These are everywhere at the moment. I will put a range of them on the board for you. Sort of detail I like to look at is the pleats there in the arm. That makes it feel a little bit different. And you can probably see that I've got a white top underneath, and that is because these are worn as shackets. So they're kind of half shirt, half jacket. They're a little bit thicker than a normal shirt. But what that gives you is a long line. So on my shorter frame with slightly wider legs, if I open it up like that, it's going to help elongate through the middle. So you could add a nice bag to that look and ready to go. Okay, so this dress doesn't actually fall in the category of sort of really casual clothes, but it is really easy wearing in terms of you don't need to think about anything, just like a jumpsuit. It's a one-piece outfit. All you've got to think about is your handbag and your boots. But I think this is lovely. It's again from that Goella place. This isn't a paid partnership or anything with these guys, by the way. But look at the detail on that. So it's got the shoulder detail. So that's going to help give us structure on our shoulders, which is then going to make the waist look smaller. And then because the skirt has got the beautiful A-line shape to it, it's going to put us back into that hourglass shape. Now, as you can see, I've got some long boots on at the moment. These boots are really old, by the way. However, I have just bought myself some new suede boots, and they've got a really little heel on, but they're suede as well. So I hope they haven't arrived yet, but I'm hoping they're going to be really nice. So I will link those ones. It comes with the belt. As you can see, I've got the buttons done all the way up to the top at the moment. But if you are particularly big busted, then you're going to want to open that neckline up. Otherwise, it's going to look quite matronly on you. Also, if you are petite. So I am classed as petite, as in I'm only 5'3" and a little bit, but because I've got the boots on, that is making me look taller. So I can actually cope with the darker dress because I've got the heels on. If I didn't have the heels on and I had a flat trainer with this type of dress, then I would need to open the collar up to show my flesh. Otherwise, it's going to look too overpowering on me. But buttons open like that, or the neck done up, whichever way. I think that dress is gorgeous, and I do not think that dress will hang around. So it's a great autumn transitional piece. Good price as well for a dress like this, so I think this is definitely a winner. So another super easy outfit combination to wear, and for a lot of people to be able to replicate, is the white shirt and the blue jeans type of look. What I feel is important in this look is the jewellery. So making sure you've got some sort of significant jewellery pieces on. If you just wear like a little fine necklace, that's going to get lost. So it's not going to form part of your outfit. And that's when just a white shirt and jeans doesn't look quite right. So add the jewellery, add the bag. Burgundy is going to become very, very popular, and you can get them everywhere from H&M right the way through up to designer bags. So for ease, I have just kept on my pointed shoe, but also because on me, the pointed shoe is going to help elongate my foot. If you've got a lovely long leg, then this is the perfect look for a pair of trainers, something on those lines. Now, as you'll notice, I've got my shirt tucked in. This shirt is actually designed to have it hanging out because it's got these beautiful curves on it that really give it shape and make it hang really nice when it's just hanging out. It's probably all creased now because I've tucked it in. However, on myself, it's going to make me look shorter and wider because the crop jeans here have made my legs look shorter in theory. So if I have lost the inches at the bottom there, I've got to regain the inches at the top. So if I therefore tuck this in, I've rebalanced my legs out, so they are now the same length as they were before the end of my jeans would have been cut off. But if you've got long legs anyway and you're looking to reproportion yourself because maybe your legs are too long compared to your torso, then hanging your shirt out like that works really, really nicely. Now I've also got this shirt in the blue and white stripe. That's lovely as well. I'll put an image of that at the side of me, and that works really well just as a sort of a shirt jacket, as in open with a little top underneath, or done up, but again it's the same shape, so you can let it hang out. So if a white shirt isn't your thing, then just stick to a white plain top. This one is lovely. It kind of looks like it's inside out a little bit. It's meant to look a little bit more relaxed. And I've paired it with a slightly different pair of jeans, but they're from the same company. So both jeans were from M&M, and I just find that the M&M jeans fit my shape really well. They come in small enough at my waist, but then they're thick enough on the thighs to give me a little bit of movement, but still not adding too much bulk. But the M&M jeans can be a little bit pricey, so like I said at the start, I'm going to put an equivalent jean on the board for you at a much more reasonable price point. So these jeans, you can actually unturn them and wear them as normal long jeans, but what I wanted to show you is that I've created exactly the same look, but instead of the shirt, I've just gone for this white long sleeve top. And that creates a slightly more relaxed look. I could finish this look off with so many different types of jackets, and each jacket is then going to create a different type of look. So starting off with a suede one. This is the classic Suzanne jacket. Loads of people have this. I wear it in a size medium, love it. I like the fact that it's slightly oversized, and I love the texture. The texture is going to help elevate that outfit. So it's no longer just a pair of jeans and a white t-shirt. It feels something more special than that. The fact that I've still got a pointed flat on is going to elevate that even more. But if you wanted to take that down, all you would do is swap it out for a trainer. There you go. Can you see how that changes the look up again by just sticking a trainer on? Oh, I haven't really acknowledged the fact that we've been joined by Monty, but ignore him, he's fast asleep and he's refusing to move. So there we go, we just got added on a little Adidas trainer there. Don't look too closely, they are so dirty. Having a teenage daughter in your house who is now a very similar size to you is a nightmare. She steals everything, so that is why my trainers are so dirty. But let's have a look at a different type of jacket. There you go, there's a slightly different style of jacket, well, a very different jacket. It's like a deconstructed bomber jacket, but it's made out of a double-faced wool, I imagine it is. Just whilst I'm looking at the label as well, it's from Goelia, and it's a size medium. I don't know if I'm saying that right, Goelia. Actually, this Goelia, they actually approached me to see if I wanted some of their products. I always say yes, but I always say I'll need to choose them myself. So I chose a whole selection of stuff, and they're actually still with clients at the moment being tested. So what we do is we get them in various sizes and we see if they fit my size as well as maybe a size 18 or a taller lady, a shorter lady. And then when those brands suit people is when I then start talking about them. But that said, there are a few more on the rail today that I think are ready to show you. So I'll pop them in the video when I can, but I'm actually very impressed with the quality of them and the price. Now, as you'll see down here on the one foot, I've just left my trainer on just to show you what that sort of look looks like. And then on the other side, I've gone for a slightly more elevated shoe, the one that I've been wearing throughout. So even the two different shoes create a different look with this bomber jacket. If I put a little heel on now, that's going to elevate it even more. But all I've got underneath is the jeans and a plain white top. Hopefully what's coming across is that it's these outerwear pieces, the extreme pieces, the shoes, the jewellery that make the final outfit. It's not the core pieces of the jeans and the white top. And I often find that people will spend more money on their jeans and the white top, but then they will throw on any jacket over the top. As we'll soon be out of summer into autumn, it's actually the outerwear that frames the rest of the outfit. So it's really important. This jacket, by the way, will sell out super quickly. So if you like it, get it now whilst it's in the summer months, because in the winter months, I can guarantee it won't be available. I continue the theme of where a jacket can either elevate or completely change an outfit up. That is exactly what I've just done now. So this is another Goelia jacket. It is really lovely. I've also got it in the blue, so I will pop that on very quickly at the side of me. But all I have done It's kept it on with the jeans, but I have just put my pointed shoes back on, again, just to match that elevation. And what I find is if you put something more refined on top, and perhaps you've got a nice handbag like I've got right now, you can afford to sandwich the middle bit with something a lot more casual. Now, if you wanted to elevate this up again, you perhaps wouldn't go for the turn-up jeans, you'd just go for a smarter style of jean. But personally, I quite like that contrast between elevated, casual, elevated on the bottom. I'm wearing a size medium, by the way, in all of these Goella jackets. This one has got like a slight little sparkle running through it. Can you see that? And there you go. There it is in blue. Really lovely, timeless, classic, Chanel type of look. And I really think that you can wear this type of jacket at any age, whether it's my 16-year-old daughter up to, you know, my 85-year-old grandma type of thing. It always looks nice and classy. And this one has actually got hook and eyes rather than buttons. Can you see that? So it's slightly easier, I think, to do up actually because of the hook and eyes, but yeah, very nice. And I'm wearing a size medium. Okay, so this is me in my comfort zone. I do wear jeans, but I'm never as comfortable in jeans as I am a jogger. So I say a jogger, these are definitely a smarter version of a jogger. So it's the wide leg trouser jogger. The jogger element, I think, comes from the fact that you've got elasticated waistband here. So if you're ever searching for this type of trouser, put in jogger as opposed to a trouser and they'll often come up. Now these ones have got this lovely stripe down the side here, but they've also got a zip detail here on the pocket. Now what a zip will do like that is if you are a little bit wider on the hips, and you find that the pockets usually stick out on you a little bit like elephant ears. When you've got the zip, it actually keeps it all really nice and contained and makes you look smaller across this area than you would do ordinarily. The stripe as well has an elongating property, so that's going to make my leg look longer and slimmer. So these feel super comfy. They've got pockets at the back as well. These are the knee and M ones, which means that they are at the pricier level. However, I would say quality-wise, amazing, fit, really beautiful. I'm wearing a size 8. I think me and M, generally speaking, comes up a little bit big. So if you're in between sizes, I would go down a size. But this type of trouser is now sold everywhere. Marks and Spencer's do them in every single colour. So we will definitely put some alternatives on the board for you. But notice how I'm just keeping it with a white plain top. That could have been a vest top. It could have been anything. There you go. So all I have done is added in a little pointed heel underneath these. It doesn't need to be a heel, it could be a flat, just more elevated shoe. It's just for me, I need the height because the trousers are long. And then I've paired it with the gorgeous Lily Silk cardigan. And by the way, people always ask me if I can find them an alternative to this, because I think this one is about £100. I have found an alternative, and I'll show you that in a minute. Obviously, it doesn't compare in terms of fabric, but it gives the same sort of look and vibe. But this Lily Silk one, you've seen it hundreds of times. It is gorgeous. It just, you can see that fluffiness. That fluffiness stays. So I've washed this loads. I just stick it in the machine on a really cool wash. I don't put it in the dryer, I just leave it to hang up. And yeah, love it. I don't wear anything underneath it. I think that skin showing is actually quite nice. But that goes really nice with the stripe around there. And the point is that it's gone from a daytime trouser to a more smarter, presentable outfit with just changing the shoes and the top. But the important bit is, as I always say, the shoes are the same colour as my trainers were, and the cardigan is a very similar colour to my casual top. Now, if I'd only got my cardigan in, I don't know, a black and my casual top in the white, I wouldn't have been able to make that transition. So it is about having multiple items of the same colour but in different weighted fabrics that suit your lifestyle. And that is the key to having an effective, easy to wear, stylish wardrobe. And that's probably a good segue. If anybody wants to book us to get that lovely, stylish wardrobe, then we have online stylists working with people all over the world on a daily basis. So all you need to do is go to my website. I'll put the details in the description box, and you can see on our website the prices. You can book us online. You can see our availability. And yeah, we'd love to help you create something like this for yourself. This blouse, by the way, is beautiful. It's another one from Goelia. Can you see? I don't know how to say it. Goelia. Goelia maybe? I don't know. But this is beautiful as well. I've been trying it on a couple of clients because I was worried that it was going to pull across a bigger bust. But so far it hasn't. And we actually quite like it when it is opened up a little bit as well. That looks very nice. You can kind of manipulate it open like that. But yeah, beautiful detail. It looks like a silk shirt, but it's not. It is a polyester mix, but as a result, it is cheaper. So you're getting the look of like a lily silk shirt, for example, but for a fraction of the price. The shoulder details are really lovely as well. Okay, just a very quick change for you. I wanted to keep this blouse on, but I wanted to show you how it would go equally well with some jeans. So this comes down to your lifestyle. Are you more of a jeans and nice top girl, or are you more of a really comfy trouser and a t-shirt girl? All of these options mean that you can actually swap these pieces about to create what's right for your lifestyle. So I've just added in a burgundy bag. Burgundy bags are going to be very much on trend. And when you are going for a very classic outfit like this, then putting in perhaps one trend piece or a nice statement jewelry or a big nice statement earring, that is going to help sort of make it not look mumsy and make it look classic and on trend still. These are the rib cage jeans from Levi's. I wear a waist 27. Can't remember the leg length that I wear, but I wear them so that they are ankle grazing. So I'd imagine I go probably shorter on the leg length. But these are very, very good if you've got a wider thigh. They're really tight around the waist, but they've still got the shape in the thighs. Now, these are no good if you are more apple shaped. So if you're really thick around your midset, then the rib cage aren't for you. Just go for the normal mid-rise or high-rise. You can still go for a high-rise jean, but you're using the high-rise to smooth this midsection down. What you then need to do is put your top over the jeans to then elongate the waistline down. You don't want to tuck in on a high-waist jean if you've got a thick midset around here. And if you want to see that in practice, then have a look at our body shape masterclasses where I've dressed ladies with apron stomachs, with much larger stomachs, with big busts and everything, and we'll show you how to wear your jeans when you are carrying a little bit more weight around that midsection. Now, talking about stomachs and trying to make them look slimmer, this type of top is brilliant for it. It's a top that we use on anybody that has got a wider, thicker set stomach. What happens here is you've got a tighter white band here on the top, and then the top itself bags over that white band. So just from the very nature of this being tight and this being baggy means that whatever is along the tight bit is going to look smaller than the baggier bit. So it gives you a natural waistline. It kicks you in here. Add to the fact that it's got shoulder pads. So the shoulder pads are making me broader across my shoulders here, which is making my waist look smaller in comparison. If that was just a baggy top, like that for example, without that waistband, and it just hung down like that, then I'm going to look as wide as my shoulders are. But the fact that it's got the white band like that really helps to balance and reshape. Oh, sorry, here he comes. You haven't been on for ages, have you, months? He was 5 the other day. So he's my big boy now. Still always gets in the way though. I think this is another one from that brand, Goelia. I will link it if it is. But again, the quality is just Really, really lovely. How they've done those shoulders there is really nice. Often when they put shoulder pads in a top, particularly from Zara, after a few washes, those shoulder pads get all scrunched up and it's really hard to iron them flat. But this one has actually been sewn in really well. So yeah, I like that. I think that could be really wearable for a lot of people. So wanted to pull some of these different items all together now for you to show you that in a casual setting you can still look really stylish. So right now I've got a navy pair of jogging pants on, so very similar to the last ones, but these are thicker, like a terry towel in thickness, so they're going to be great for the winter. I showed them, I think, a couple of weeks ago, and this time I've got them on with just a vest, as you can see, the striped shirt, so that's the same as the white shirt that I had on earlier on, and then I've put the denim jacket over it. Now, I've actually just filmed this for Instagram, and one of the things that I asked the Instagram audience is, why do ladies feel like they can't invest in the clothes that they're wearing on a daily basis? I'd imagine most of you, when you put your jogging pants on, there might be, some from the supermarket, which is fine if they're nicely styled ones, or your husband's, but there isn't much thought around what you're going to wear inside the house to be comfortable in. But why not? If you're spending all of your time in casual attire, then invest in it. These are a great cut. They flatter the figure, just like you would try and get a pair of trousers that flatter your figure. Try and get your jogging pants, your sweatpants, your really comfortable trousers to fit you in the same way that you'd expect your trousers to fit you. Now, yes, sometimes that does mean upgrading and paying a little bit more. These ones are from M&M. I often show the ones from Varley. The fabric, the cut, the drape means that you can wear your casual pieces and you can still look really, really nice in them. Now, I appreciate that they are a higher price point, so I will find some alternatives for you, but just stop and question yourself and think, well, if I had a wedding to go to, I might spend a load on a wedding dress, so why aren't I investing in the clothes that I'm actually wearing on a daily basis that are comfortable and that can still look stylish? So I might leave you just to ponder that one. Invest in what you actually wear rather than the clothes that you might wear just once a year. So I nearly forgot to show you the Marks & Spencer's cardigan. This is it. So I wouldn't say it's a dupe of the Lily Silk one, but it's one of the nicest cardigans that I've seen at a much lower price point. So this one is about £29.50 actually, I think it is exactly. They do have it in the States as well. Now sometimes when we go to link an item, it won't link in the particular colour. So you might see the black version on the board, for example, or you might see the cream version on the board, but when you click on that link it will then give you all the colour options, so don't let that put you off. It's got two little pockets down here. I'm wearing a size small at the moment and I feel like that gives me enough of a drape for it to look nice. What you want to avoid is it looking sort of really like that, because then one thing, it's pulling across all my stomach, but secondly, that's going to look a little bit dated. So you want that sort of oversized look. I like it when it falls off the shoulder like that. I think that can look particularly nice. You can leave it hanging out like that, but particularly so if you've got those longer, slimmer legs. For me, I would probably tuck it in a little bit just to give me that extra length with my jeans there. Or if I had a more narrow jean on, then perhaps I would leave it out like that. But either way, I think it is a really nice cardigan, gold buttons. There's a close-up on the fabric. And not a bad alternative for £29.50. Now, before anybody says, will it bobble? Probably. At that price, I would imagine it would. But I always use a really good defuzzer. You can just get them on Amazon and that takes the bubbles off things straight away. But it's one of those things that you get what you pay for. But I think actually what you're paying for here is just a really nice, good solid cardigan that will go with a lot of things. So next up, a really nice trench jacket, trench coat. So this isn't the sort that you'd wear in the rain. This is a fashion trench coat, gives a great silhouette. So what makes a good trench coat, if you're not looking for it to be waterproof, that is, then it's the drape. If any of you watched my 6 women, 6 different body shapes video from a while ago, we put all 6 women in different trench coats. We'll put them all in the same trench coat first of all. And obviously that trench coat only fitted certain people. But the style of trench coat that fitted every single one of the 6 ladies, and they ranged from like a UK 18 down to a UK 6, all different heights and shapes and larger thighs, larger stomachs, big boobs. The only type of trench coat that fitted them all was one that draped really nicely. So it wasn't the stiff fabric ones, it was the ones like this, and they're actually very hard to find. And they're very hard to find with the shoulder detail on. But what the shoulder detail does, it gives us structure, and then it allows the rest of the jacket to drape really nicely. So it doesn't add any bulk, but the shoulder detail still gives us structure. So really, really like this one. This is another one from that Goelia place. So I'm definitely going to do a proper video for you at some point using some more of their clothes, because this is just a snippet of what they've got to offer. But yeah, I really like that. I've got that teamed with just a navy pair of trousers and just my red Samba trainers, just to show you that even though the jacket feels a little bit more elevated, you can still wear this sort of thing with trainers and still look super casual, super comfy, but also very put together. So that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you could press that subscribe button, the thumbs up, share it with your friends, we'd be really grateful. Next week, we've got a video which is focusing on where to buy the basics from. So where to buy the best blazers, where to buy the best white t-shirts, things like that. And we're going to do it at 2 or 3 different price points for you. So tune back in for that, and thank you again for watching.